Hey, welcome to Graphic Policy Television GPTV on Brett. It's Tuesday, which means new comics are hitting bookstores all across the world. Now, they've already been in comic shops for a few weeks now, depending on the publisher. Now's your time to get in things like Amazon, Barnes & Nobles, and other big box retailers like that. Marvel's hooked us up with a few of their releases this week. One of them is what I have in my hand, Black Panther Prelude, that covers a few issues tied into Black Panther that's out in February. Now, Marvel's ramping up their coverage, their releases for Black Panther. Very smart of them, and this directly ties into the movie. Now, it's a trade paperback, so it's got a bunch in it. It's Black Panther Prelude, number 1 through 2, by Will Corona Pilgrim, Anna Polo Martello, and Jordan Boyd. And then there's a bunch of classic stuff. So from 1972, there's Jungle Action 6 to 7, which just sounds racist by the title. Black Panther from 98, number 19. Black Panther from 2005, number 2. Black Panther 2016, number 1. Alright, so let's first talk about the actual movie tie, and that's the Prelude. It's a prequel in some ways to what we've seen so far. You know, Black Panther, we haven't gotten tons in. It just made the one major appearance in Marvel films. So we haven't gotten tons in. We don't necessarily know tons about the Black Panther film itself, where it fits in the actual time frame of the Marvel world. Is it post-Civil War? Is this like a flashback? I don't know these things. I haven't been paying that much attention. I just know it's an awesome film that I can't wait for. So this story takes place in the time when Tony Stark came out to the world as Iron Man. So that places it in the time frame of the Marvel Cinematic Universe, because there's a specific scene where that's discussed and all that. This is basically T'Challa taking over the mantle of Black Panther. He's been that for a little while, but he's kind of getting used to the role. And, one of his adventures, he has to go and free a couple of Wakandan citizens. And it's kind of like a good introduction to the world of Black Panther. He goes and fights some mercenaries and Douglas Scott. Isn't Douglas Scott swordsman, I think, from the Marvel Universe? So I guess introduction to two villains to the cinematic universe that's been in the comic universe. And the story itself is good. It doesn't blow me away, but it's good. As far as like a basic intro comic, it does what it's supposed to. There's some issues with the story a little bit. There's kind of some choppiness. The art also, there's some off stuff here and there. But generally, it's good. Like, if there was someone who didn't necessarily really know comics a whole lot and was, here's the best thing. This would be, those two issues would be a comic I would give away for free to tie into the film. It's exactly the way I think it is. So it's not going to blow you away. It's not super high quality that we've kind of seen in other series. It's good, though. Now, here's where this trade actually gets really interesting, and I like it. So it retails for $15.99, and there's, as I said, a whole bunch of other comics. There's Jungle Action 6 and 7 from 1972. That's Killmonger's debut in the Marvel Universe. I think it's his debut, but definitely it's 2 stories that features that character. He's going to, of course, be in the film, so that's why they're doing that. That is an interesting piece of history. It kind of feels a little racist, as I joked about earlier. Some of the art's a little, we'll say, stereotypical. And some of the stories, we'll go with stereotypical. So it kind of is a little cringy, but still, like, it's a great piece of history. Let's go with that. Would it fly in today's world? Hell no. That would be shut down quicker than anything. But it's really interesting to kind of read. But what I like is, on top of those 2 issues, there's 3 other issues of 3 different runs. We've got... there is the Reginald Hudlin's run, an issue from that. There is a issue from... so that's Hudlin and John Romita's run. Then there is an issue from... I want to get the right people. So the two issues, ties into a trade for that. Christopher Priest's run, and then that story, they kind of talk about Black Panther by Christopher Priest collection, volume 1 through 4. And then there's the Ta-Nehisi Coates, Brian Stelfreeze, Laura Martin, Black Panther #1 from 2016. Of course, obviously, that's got a few trades out now. So what's really smart is it's got, somewhat complete story with the Black Panther Prelude and the, or I won't say Origin, but an early thing of Killmonger. And then there's 3 issues that basically point you to trades that you can go get. So it's, I think, actually smart marketing. So I'm going to give Marvel really props for collecting a bunch of good issues that I think show off of what else there is with Black Panther that people who might be interested in the film could then go check out. Now, where I think this would have been even smarter is instead of $15.99, this was $5.99 or $9.99. That would be brilliant because you could go and get it into more people's hands. It would be more likely maybe given out. So that's probably the only thing. But as far as tie into the film, everything, like, smart. Like, this is intelligent. Let's see, as far as art, I said the art's okay. There's some good, there's some bad. It's decent. The other stuff that's in there from like Christopher Priest, Reginald Hudlin. The old school one is Don McGregor, Rich Buckler, Klaus Janson. Which I don't think I realized Klaus Janson had been working that long ago, but yeah, you learn things every day. John Romita Jr., Ta-Nehisi Coates, all that. The art's all over the place for those. Quality stuff. I really like it. So this was an issue. Basically, if you're like really looking forward to the Black Panther film, maybe you want the comic tie-in to the film, pick it up. If you kind of want a sampler of Black Panther stories, this is actually not a bad thing to grab for that as well. I would actually call this a Black Panther sampler than like the Prelude. I think that's actually a smarter marketing and a greater way to like pitch this. So if you're a comic shop, I think this is a great sampler to go to give to people, and I might knock the price down from $15.99 to $9.99 if you can. Or do a, like, bring back your receipt and get a discount on one of the other trades would be really smart. Hint, hint, people marketing, giving you some advice for free. So you can go get this in bookstores today. It's obviously already in comic shops. First, go to comic shops to go get it. Go support your local comic shop. They need all the support they can get. We've got links beneath this. They're affiliate links, so we do get a small percentage of that. I want to thank Marvel for hooking us up with this trade. As always, thanks for the support. Thank you for watching this site, watching this video and supporting the site that way. Now, if you're into Black Panther, Marvel, comics in general, check us out every single day at graphicpolicy.com. We're on Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, Tumblr, all at Graphic Policy. As always, thanks so much. Can't wait for Black Panther. So excited to talk this through when it's out in February and on to an awesome 2018. As always, thanks for the support. Until next time, make my Marvel and keep it geeky. Hey, thanks for watching the previous video from Graphic Policy Television. Just by watching, you help support our site. Thank you so much. Now, if you're watching these videos, you probably care about geeky things like movies, television, comic books, toys, games, video games, you name it. You can go and subscribe right now to our YouTube channel to stay in touch and catch all the new videos, or check out our website at graphicpolicy.com. There's a nice link on this end of the video. But as always, thank you for watching. Keep on rocking and keep it geeky.